right. Today we're just doing a random live stream as always. I know it's been a few days that I haven't done one, but here we are. So today we're just chilling and pretty much open topic. Um, Talk about whatever you want. It's all good. We could talk about gaming. We could talk about comics. We could talk about the movie industry. We could talk about Marvel, DC, Transformers, whatever y'all want to talk about. We can go ahead and do that today because today, like I said, it's just a chilling day. We're just vibing, just hanging out, all this goodness, all that stuff, and everything that comes with it. Because why not? Of course, while we wait for these notifications and everybody to come in, so we can just hang out and just chat for a bit and all that good stuff. I mean, why not? Hopefully everybody's having a good week and all that stuff. Because of course, it's been a long week, honestly. Again, just waiting, while more people join and stuff like that. I know it's been a few days and things, so just here chilling and stuff. The entertainment world's a complete mess right now. That applies to everything. When it comes to this genre, whether it's gaming, movies, comic books. Unfortunately, everything is being affected by that, and it's pretty interesting to see how things are shifting, I guess, if you want to say, and just turning around and things like that. So, it's just waiting to see what the hell happens in this industry and stuff. Where's the Marvel? What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Just here hanging out with y'all and stuff like that. So we could talk about whatever today. No specific topic. Yeah, you already know it. We started Snyderverse. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of interesting how things are kind of I guess in the works, if you want to say, with this whole thing, that this sale and everything. I'm still not convinced, honestly. Until we don't see actually actions from if Netflix is gonna acquire them for real. I'm not believing it. I'm just not eating it up, and I'm just not gonna fall for that right now. We gotta wait and see. We're gonna see what's gonna come from it, what's gonna happen. I'm just, like I said, I'm not really buying it. In the sense of what these studios are putting out and things like that. So I mean, it is what it is, but that's just for now. You're scared that woke shit Netflix will do with it. Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. Honestly, in the end, Netflix is just a woke agenda pushing company, and that's what they want to do. Honestly, Charger Six Pack, what's up? Restore the Bayverse, and on July 10, 26, Wallace Close with Disney's live action remake of Moana. Let's see. What's up? What's up? Been a while since your last stream. Yeah, just here chilling and chilling. Just hanging out with y'all and stuff like that. Nothing much, like I said. So this is just an open topic, just hanging out, and decided to do it live because it's been a few days and stuff. Netflix better not turn WB into subsidiary. I wouldn't be surprised if at this point they really do that. Honestly, like it's kind of wild in the sense of seeing what Netflix is all about. Look, I'm just not convinced, honestly. I am not convinced with that, But let's see if they prove us wrong and stuff like that. So I'm just at the moment not eating it up. Netflix would make Madison lick super corn sweat's teeth. Yeah, yeah, big time. Happy Friday Eve, and my brother's second test is tomorrow. Nice, nice. Vegeta, what's up? What's up? Hi, true DC fans. Yeah, yeah. So again, today we could talk about anything, nothing specific. Today is just an open topic. I just said, you know what, screw it. Let's just do it live just to hang out with y'all. I know it's been a few days. I just been busy and just personal things and stuff like that. So, but we're here right now and stuff. So that's what matters. And it's crazy. It's like we're already approaching the end of the year. It's pretty nuts. It's like, damn, we only got like less than what, like 3 weeks of this month, and that's it. It's 2026. I don't know. Just everything. It's interesting right now in the sense of the entertainment world, whether it's with games or comics, and especially the movies. I mean, damn, there's so many movies that are gonna come out next year. I'm looking forward to a few, not that many, but seeing how many movies are coming out, like I'm like, damn, like let's see if they put out some good stuff because this industry has completely been down the drain for a bit. What is it? Adam Eve of Gwen. What is it? Who's the better? I'm not even familiar with that, man. Honestly, I have no idea what that's even about. Zaslav seems fixated on Netflix. Yeah, I agree with you, L. Turner. You know what I think it is? They're just trying to. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think this is all. It's all coming down to just straight politics, unfortunately. And this is looking like when they do, like when they're voting and they do these campaigns, it's starting to smell a lot like that, unfortunately. And Zaslav, yo, how are you gonna turn down $108 billion? Something is definitely smelling rotten, with this deal. Mega Man 40 anniversary. What do you think they're going to tongue out? Man, I hope they put out something good. Honestly, yeah, I can't believe it. 40 years, man. Mega Man has been around. That's pretty nuts. I remember playing it since the first game when I was a kid. So growing up, into what it is now, what it's become. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to that, yo, up to the X series, that's where I pretty much, as a fan, just that I loved it. I loved it, and I want more of it. And of course, they're doing Mega Man 12, so I can't wait. It's right around the corner. Project Hail Mary is what I'm looking forward to. It's coming out in March, I believe. All right, I'm not even familiar with that, honestly. Um, Gwen is Ben's 10's cousin. I'm not familiar with Ben. Like I know there's a fan market out there, but I'm not really familiar with it. So I really can't really say on that just because I'm not familiar with it. But I know there is a fan base for it, so that's good. That's always a good thing. Let's see. What do you think the HBO Comcast deal is still happening? You know what? That's interesting that you're saying that, Vegeta. I think it's still happening. They haven't said otherwise, but this is where the big but's coming. Something is gonna come out in 2026. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think personally, in the end, Netflix is not going to get bypassed with the government and the regulations and all that stuff. It's just too much. It's just way too much, and it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't see that it's gonna happen and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Jack, what up? What up? Yes, sir. Just here, just hanging out with y'all. Yeah, I missed y'all too. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me do this live. I know it was a few days and stuff, but here we are. Like I said, it's an open topic, so y'all can talk about anything and everything y'all want. Chris Evans is back as Steve Rogers, Captain America. Yes, we need more Steve Rogers. Hell yeah, I agree with you. One more step that Disney needs Johnny Depp back as Captain Jack Sparrow. The Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Yeah, you know what I think is happening is what I've been telling y'all. They're already preparing Doomsday because they're gonna lead up to Secret Wars. Remember, this is what I've been telling y'all. What I think is going to happen. They're going to bring in Steve Rogers. They're going to have this dude. I can't remember right now what's his name, but the new Captain America. And they're probably gonna have a female Captain America by Secret Wars. They're gonna have variants, 3 variants or probably more of each character. So when it leads up to Secret Wars, that thing is gonna be bonkers. I'm telling y'all right now. They're gonna have like 3 versions of Hulk. They're gonna have apparently in the next Spider-Man movie, they're gonna have the Gray Hulk. We already saw in the most recent Captain America the Red Hulk. We got the Green Hulk, and then they're gonna bring in She-Hulk probably by Secret Wars. I'm telling y'all, Secret Wars is going to be nuts, man. And the way that Marvel's already starting to do their marketing, yeah, man, DC is straight in the dust, honestly. The Rock returned to the Mummy franchise. What you think? That's good. That's good. Actually, I support that honestly because I mean those movies were entertaining. Have you seen the trailer Normal? Nope, I have not seen the trailer for Normal. I haven't even heard about it. Maybe the deal has already been made behind the scenes, but Zaslav has to make it look like he had an honest bidding war. Yeah, could be. I agree with you. That could be a possibility. I never thought about that. Yeah, it could be. Sean, what up? What up? Here hanging out with y'all. All right. Have you seen the Doomsday leaks? Yeah, yeah, I did see. I saw the one for today that they leaked for the. I think it was Thor. I know it was Thor. I saw a Spider-Man trailer. So if you didn't see, whoever didn't see the Spider-Man trailer, yo, I'm telling y'all right now that yo, Marvel is cooking. That it gave vibes. Literally, there's a one of the angles you see Spider-Man in a slow motion shot, and it gives vibes of the Amazing Spider-Man, and it looks like if Zack Snyder shot that. I was like, yo, that was pretty dope. Like. That whoever did that, yo, they know what they're doing. I'm telling y'all right now. That's what I'm saying. The old MCU, they're back. They're back. It's done for DC. DC is straight up. They're done. Like they're not gonna be able to go up against Marvel, especially with James Gunn and their trash. The only way that DC can go up against Marvel with Avengers is literally by bringing Zack Snyder back, restoring the Snyderverse, and continuing what and where they left off. That's the only way. I'm telling y'all straight up. Supergirl will be a flop from TikTok because nobody cares right now, and it's just high school girl boy. Yeah, nobody's gonna care about Supergirl. Notice that they're doing test screenings, and even the test screenings are doing bad. So what is that telling you? And I noticed, and this is what I'm glad that I'm seeing. There's not a lot of people talking about Supergirl, pointing out the mistakes. The only ones that I really see pointing out the mistakes on this round is the shills. I'm telling you straight up, this is what I've been telling y'all. I'm not acknowledging, I'm not talking about Supergirl. I'm not going to give them ideas on how to fix it. That's how we did last time with Superman. So, look, I'm gonna tell you straight up. This is what we need to do. Not talk about it, not acknowledge it, not give it credit. And I'm telling you, they're gonna tank on their own. And that's what they're doing. Like straight up. Nobody cares about Supergirl. Now Gunn is back talking about Batman being boring and he has something in mind for him. That's James Gunn. We know how he is. If Netflix deal about Warner Brothers acquiring doesn't go through, I want Comcast to get them. Yeah, same. I would love for Comcast to end up saying, you know what, in the end that they buy them out, oh, that would be a low blow. Like massive win, honestly. And notice, now that you said that about Comcast, Christopher Nolan said himself he would never work for Netflix. And I stand with what's his name, with Christopher Nolan for that. I wouldn't either, honestly, because if you support, Netflix, you're just part of the problem, unfortunately, Yo, let's be real. If Netflix really cared about digital and physical and theatrical release, they would have straight up have been doing theatrical releases with Rebel Moon. They would have been doing so many things with them. And one day releasing Rebel Moon in the theaters wasn't enough, honestly. I got the privilege to see Rebel Moon 2 in theaters, and it was beautiful. But why all of a sudden now Netflix is like, oh, we promise we're going to do theatrical releases. You clowns had all these years. Y'all could have been proved this and said, yo, we're gonna do it. Actions. Action is what I'm all about. And to me, Netflix is just talk is cheap right now. Did you hear rumors about Hugh Jackman playing more Wolverine roles in the solo movie? Yeah, he says he wants to continue to do more, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. A secret deal can't happen because at the end of the day, the shareholders have to vote on it. Yeah, we're gonna see how far that's gonna go. So in the end, remember, money talks, and if these investors get convinced, especially with a lot of money, they could change. They could change their options. So there's always a Judas among us. Always remember that. Can't wait for Nicolas Cage Spider-Man show. When is that supposed to come out? Because I haven't heard anything anymore about that. I know it's been a few months, but we'll see. Do you know James Cameron is done Avatar right now because nobody cares? Yeah. James Cameron said that if Avatar this one flops, then he's done with making that those movies and stuff. So, and it's not looking like it's good, honestly. So I got to give credit to the people that have been saying that that movie is gonna do bad. It's not getting the attention that people thought it was before. Like people are tired, I guess. Kevin Conroy animated versus Bat Bale. Who wins? Conroy would humiliate Bale. Yeah, I mean, Kevin Conroy, he's freaking, he's an OG and a legend when it comes to the voice of Batman. But they were both good. Even Bat Bale, if you want to say, he was good. It's just I just couldn't stand the duck lips that he would do whenever he was in Batman Begins, especially in Dark Knight Rises. What did you think of the Street Fighter trailer? Trash, straight up. I'll be honest with you, I am not impressed. I knew that shit was going to be bad, but not as bad as what we saw in the trailer. It's a joke. I'm telling you, it looks like literally James Gunn is directing that Street Fighter movie. Straight trash, honestly. Netflix is the key. They always have. 50-50. 50-50. Because to me right now, talk is cheap. Let them show me actions, and then I'll probably change my mind. But until then, nah, nah. I just can't. I just can't. They gotta prove me wrong. They gotta prove me otherwise. Because look, they just put up that little post, like I said, with the ad and whatever that they're creating future films, whatever the hell it is. Their marketing. What throws me off is what was pointed out. Becco Movies tagged me on it, and I spoke about this yesterday on a video. I want to say this. If Netflix really wanted to, they would have never put Justice League in that background along with Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're repeating the same crap like the Hamadaverse, straight up. It's one or the other. You can't have both. You just can't. You cannot have both, period. Because then the same crap continues. And I'm telling you straight up, I am not backing that up. Hell no. You saw a Street Fighter movie teaser. It looks awful right now. Yeah, I hope that they fix it and they improve it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no hope for that movie. That Street Fighter movie is going to do terrible at the box office. Mortal Kombat is going to outperform them, but Yeah, and another thing too, like at the gaming awards when they all came out and they were like, "Oh, we want to thank what is it, Mortal Kombat," and they made fun of them. I was like, "Damn, you don't do that. You really don't do that. You just pissed off the Mortal Kombat fans, and yeah, that's not gonna end well for them. I'm telling you, Street Fighter is not in a position that they could feel that they're on top of the world. That movie is going to unfortunately going to do bad. And looking at the trailer what we're getting, I'm telling y'all, not everything has to be accurate. Looking at what's his Cody Rhodes, Cody, what's his name? Cody. Like yo, the hair is like bad cosplay. I'm just not feeling it. I was like, I just can't. I really can't. Lots of people said Lobo should have had a solo movie, not Supergirl. They're saying that Lobo only has two short scenes in Supergirl, so dead on arrival. Telling you right now, completely. That is completely. Did you hear about Ironheart finally getting removed from Disney? Yeah, they're cleaning house. Disney's trying to clean house, so we'll see. We'll see if they're actually gonna do. Comic book cast guy was talking about new Batman actor DCU from Brandon Skeleton actor, but it's not gonna happen. Batman DCU will get canceled soon. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get that far, honestly. But then again, let's see what the hell's gonna happen after this if this sale comes through. So we have to see. Martin Scorsese knows the truth about how Netflix really gets down. Yeah, yeah. Look, when it comes to real filmmaking, all of these filmmakers know what's up. They know what's up. How's your comic book going? It's going good. I'm actually working on it some more, so I'm trying to see if I can have that ASAP. It's not gonna be done this month for sure, but it is going to be dropping out probably sometime early in 2026. So it's gonna be issue two, and I'm trying to do everything that I can to actually bring the physical, copy and stuff like that. So to anybody that's interested, and looking forward to issue two, and especially issue one, of course. I'm trying to get both of them to be released as an exclusive digital, I mean not digital, physical. So I'm probably gonna bring out like a premium just for that, but that's gonna be probably like a limited run. So whoever wants that, start preparing yourselves because I'm working to get that hopefully very soon. But again, more details and stuff will come early 2026 for that. I am trying to bring out issue two for winter, and where I'm taking the story now, just real quick, I want to talk about on my comic book Rebel Defenders on issue two. I'm diving a little bit more deep into who the villain is right now. So literally, issue two picks up from issue one. And if you've already gotten your copy, digitally from the first issue, the second one literally picks up from where the first one ends. So it's the continuity is gonna keep going straight. It's gritty. It's gonna be dark, of course, but I'm diving a little bit more deeper into the mentality of these criminals and who the villains are. So you're gonna be seeing more of the villains, and you're gonna also see the other point of view of the hero and why these characters are doing what they're doing. So I like how the story so far is coming out, how things are slowly starting to connect, and I'm sure that y'all gonna enjoy it too. So it's gonna be pretty good. Dividing the fandom is the problem. Shitting on Netflix is the problem. No, it's not about dividing the fandom or anything or shitting on Netflix. The problem is how they're approaching it. Like if they prove otherwise, then that's a different story. That applies the same thing to Comcast. That applies the same thing to Apple, Sony, whatever it is. Even Paramount. So I'm just looking at it from a real customer and business standpoint. I'm not trying to divide anything, but prove me wrong. That's how I say. Prove me wrong. Next year, Spider-Man, Nicolas Cage. You got a stitch in your head last weekend. You fell down ice. Oh damn. It was in the hospital and they fixed you. You feel better now. Okay, cool, man. Recover better. Stay safe out there. Um, Comic book case two guy is a moron. Yeah, he is. He's a shill. Still laughable that Steve Cardenas, also known as the Red Ranger, got with his wife after he insisted. Oh wow, that's wild. I met Steve Cardenas, that Power Ranger guy. He's pretty chill in real life, but I guess that's just how they have to when you meet him in person. You think Avatar 3 is still going to make over 1 billion? It might. But it'll be the lowest grossing Avatar film. The story is always the same, but I'm still excited to see it this weekend. Nice, enjoy it. I might see it, but I'm not in a rush to really see it. So, I mean, I'll see it probably eventually. Netflix as a streaming company doesn't make sense to go full theatrical until they acquire WB. But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, if they wanted to convince us, they would have said, yo, you know what? let's do this theatrical, business, and let's go all out with it. They've had plenty of time. They have the money. That's not a problem. Why all of a sudden now because you want to acquire WB? Nah, that just doesn't sound right to me. That's like saying you're trying to impress a woman. When you're broke and you don't have nothing, she's not gonna look at you. But all of a sudden now, like we see these videos that they be exposing gold diggers. It's like, oh, now that you see that I got into this badass car, I look fly, and all of a sudden now, oh, now you got my attention. That's the same thing how I feel about with Netflix. Unfortunately, that's just me. That's just me. That's just how I feel. I'm not convinced, honestly. I'm just not convinced. And like I told y'all, it's because David Zaslav is there. He's still attached until he's fully gone, and then I start seeing changes. All right, then you got my attention. But until then, nah, I don't really honestly see anything changing. I really don't. That's just me. Like I said. Next year, Mortal Kombat 2 goes up against Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat's gonna win. I'm telling you straight up. I love both games going up, but the new Street Fighter trailer looks cheap. You can see the bad wire work in the trailer. Yeah, it looks terrible. It's just the silliness that it has. Paramount was last. What? Paramount lost Warner Brothers right now is about Netflix deal. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens and if this is actually goes through with the whole thing with whatever the government wants to do with it. Who knows? That's a whole different level that I honestly don't even care. Let whatever happens from it, and then we'll see what comes from it. Street Fighter looks awesome, awful, and cartoonist. Yeah, it just looks silly. It has potential, but it just looks silly. Honestly, it's like man. Netflix opened a theater near you last week in Dallas, Texas. Nice, nice. That's good. They should be opening more, but the theaters are unfortunately doing bad. Around my area, they just recently closed a big AMC, and we're talking about down here in Florida. That Florida is very a tourist spot, and it's wild. I was like, damn, they shut that theater down. There's talks that they want to shut down another one too, and I'm like, damn, that's not good. That's not good when you have theaters shutting down. People are not really going out there. So and with it's so damn expensive. So that's understandable. Mortal Kombat will get the last laugh. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 directors are working with the actual creator of the Mortal Kombat game. Oh, they're with what's his name, Ed Boon and I think Tobias or whatever his name is. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 50 Cent sucks Street Fighter right now. Yeah, look, man, I told you that 50 Cent. Look, not everything has to be accurate, and I see what they're trying to do, but so far, what I do like even though it's not 100% accurate, I like what Cammy looks like. I kind of okay with Chung Li. Um, with Bison, that's a terrible cast. Oh my god, that casting for Bison, dude doesn't convince me. I'm like, there's a picture that somebody made. I think it's Photoshop or AI with John Cena as Bison. Yo, that would have been dope. And there's one also with Henry Cavill. I think it's AI. I'm not sure, but whatever. It looks dope, and I'm like, yo, why can't they cast them? And I'm thinking to myself, that's right, because probably they couldn't afford them. That's what I think it is. Netflix are innovators. Sell has always been the way. I guess we'll see. We'll see. To me, right now, talk is cheap. Actions is what's speaking to me. I'm still excited for Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter next year. Yeah, I'm still gonna check out both of them. James Gunn is boring right now. Yeah, notice that he's been quiet also. So we don't know what he's up to. So we'll see. What did you think about the Game Awards? It was good. I liked it, especially towards the end. I really like with what they put out, especially with the Mega Man 12, what I call it, Mega Man 12 Dual Override. That was pretty dope. So that was a good comeback for Mega Man. I'm happy that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. Yeah, my girl loves that game. So yeah, that's good. A little small studio. That's showing them that they gave the middle finger to these big corporate companies. Now they know who they are. That's good. That's good. That's what I'm telling you. Like, yo, sometimes it takes the right moment and the right team to make the right move. And look, they did it. Who would have thought they won Game of the Year? That's nuts. Like they just came out of nowhere. So good. That was good for them. Do you miss DC fandom right now? Yeah. They could have done so many DC fandoms, but again, WB just being WB. Do you watch Christmas movies? And if so, what do you watch every Christmas? I'll be honest with you. It depends what's on, but if we're talking about DC, Batman Returns. That to me is my Christmas movie, if you want to say. If you think about it too, David Ayers, even though it's not the Ayer cut, but Suicide Squad 2016, that's kind of a Christmas movie in the sense because when you see Deadshot with his daughter, and you see Ben Affleck's Batman. It's snowing and it's Christmas time, so I'm like, yo, that gave me vibes of Arkham Origins. I was like, hell yeah! And of course, Arkham Origins, that's my game. I have to start playing that game honestly. Like I literally do a speed run every year, and I've been slacking. I got to do it just because Arkham Origins is the right Christmas time to play it and stuff like that, just to feel like the time of the year and stuff. Unfortunately, I live in Florida, so it's hot as hell out here. Even in the winter, if you're from Florida, if you ever been out here, this shit is always hot. It's swamps out here. It's too damn hot. Even in the winter, while the rest of the country is getting snow and it's below certain degrees, down here in Florida, it's always hot. Literally, it's like beach season every damn day of the year, and it gets annoying because it's like, damn, I want some of that snow too. So yeah, I mean, just imagine what could have been a Vigilant cinematic universe for those who remember Bloodshot, the movie with Vin Diesel. Yeah, that could have been a lot. They could have done a lot with that too. How do you feel about the Daredevil and Daredevil Born Again? Uh, I like it, but I've never seen the whole thing. Honestly, I probably saw like maybe the first episode, and that was it. It's just Daredevil's not one of my characters. I'm just not interested in him like that. He's never got my attention like the Hulk. These are characters to me that are just like, yeah, I guess But I know they have a huge fandom. Michael Bay will make amazing Transformers very soon. Yeah, yeah, he will. He will. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I may now be excited for all the superhero movies next year. If Marvel and DC movies flop, then they're toast. Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite Christmas movie of your childhood? Ah, man. I mean, that's a tough one. Again, I gotta say it's Batman Returns, just because I remember seeing it, as a kid, and it was just one of those movies. That and Home Alone, I guess. That's the only ones that I could really remember. That's like, wow, type of movies and stuff. But and I know there's some comedies out there that are pretty good. So, but those are the ones that I really much enjoy, or whatever they're playing and stuff, depending on what it is. Dark of the Moon is just a damn masterpiece. Yeah, hell yeah, I agree with you. Dark of the Moon, Transformers. Yo, that's a good movie. It really is, honestly. Do you think Mortal Kombat 2 will fix Jade with the hair? Nah, hell no, they're not gonna fix that. They're gonna leave Jade bald. Unfortunately, that's just it's just WB. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm like, how do you screw that up? Literally, like, what's so hard? Don't sleep on the Street Fighter film. Might be great. I hope so, Raheem. I hope so. Honestly, if it's good, I'll tell y'all straight up. Yo, I eat my words, and that movie was good. But again, actions speak louder than words, and the trailer just didn't convince me. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm more excited to see Street Fighter opposed to Supergirl from James Gunn, and that says a lot, honestly. And yeah, it's just that's how I feel, honestly. The true DCU must return. It will, my friend, for sure. Streaming and bad economy is killing the industry. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, look, Ray, I agree with you. The economy is down the drain. It's been for a while, and it really went downhill at the pandemic. At the pandemic, it went down for everybody. It really, really went down. And of course, the economy. Let's be real. Let's call it how it is. They say that there's jobs out there, but people are having a hard time finding work. And it's wild, and it's true. The job market sucks right now, and the people that are working, like I hear from a lot of people, from friends and a bunch of family, and people just around in general, always complaining on how their jobs are like, like demanding so much and stuff like that, and it sucks. And right now, people are backed up on bills, the food, gas, cost of living. It's crazy. So when you add all that up, besides inflation and stuff, let's be real. A family of two or four, I feel bad just because how expensive things are. And I get it. People are like picking where to go for entertainment. And people are like, yo, if I'm gonna spend almost like $150 literally to go watch a movie that's gonna last a lot, like an hour or two or whatever, they might as well go to like, I mean, save a little bit more and just go to Disney. That's what I keep hearing a lot of people saying, or go to Universal Studios and stuff like that. So it's understandable, So yeah, the economy and streaming is just destroying everything. Three theaters shut down in your area. Yeah, you see, that's bad. That's not good. That's not good, honestly. Can we trust Netflix with Middle Earth? I don't trust Netflix right now, honestly. I just don't. That's me personally. If you guys literally trust Netflix and you feel like that's good, Hey, more power to you. To me personally, this is just me speaking about how I feel. I'm just not. Netflix is not it. Honestly, it's just not, because they don't care about anything but streaming. And it's like that's what scares me. They say that they're not, and yo, to me again, talk is cheap. They're sounding like politicians. I don't like that. Just a second ago, you watched an edit on Instagram of Batfleck humiliating Corn Sweat, which was pretty accurate. Yeah, I seen the one where he's punching him and stuff. They even turned that into AI. I was like, that's pretty dope. This AI is amazing, but at the same time, it's scary. Guys, this is the Street Fighter film we need, where there's a tournament, unlike the '94 film and 2009 film. Man, I'll be honest with you, Raheem. I think the '94 film was a little bit much more, even though it was cheesy and corny. I think it looked, and I think it was a lot better than what we're seeing right now. This new Street Fighter movie, man, it looks like straight up like a YouTube parody type of short film, man. I'm just not feeling it, honestly. There are talks that Alamo Theater might close down due to how things cost lawsuits and etc. Yeah, in these theaters, it's not cheap. It is not cheap to own a theater. It is very expensive. The power, you know how much power they have to use? That is nuts. Like the power, like and then the water. I mean, damn, and to keep the facility open, the movie theaters, yeah, that's pretty is pretty expensive. Exactly. Netflix are innovators, and WB money will be dust soon. Yep. You seen what is it? You seen the John Cena as Bison, and that was fire. Yeah, that was really really dope. Honestly, I like that. I was like, that was pretty dope. You hear James Cameron as director Terminator reboot is a bad idea. I mean, after the last Terminator, I have a bad taste still. Um, I don't want to see another reboot, but I think the damage to the brand of Terminator, unfortunately, has been there for a while. So I don't know, honestly. Street Fighter film from 2013 was better, but '94 was great because of Raul Julia. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think, and John Carl Van Damme, like as guy, like looking at it now, he didn't have to be accurate, but he still nailed that role. Like I liked it. I really liked it. And shit, even the Chung Li from the '94 version was better than what we're getting now. I'm like, damn, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's like Hollywood is against keeping these sexy women sexy. Like, keep it sexy, yo. Chung Li's supposed to be a baddie. Let's be real. She's supposed to have these thick thighs. She's supposed to be a badass, and she's sexy at the same time. What's so hard? What's so hard? Like, yo, like I like what they did with Zangief. I like what they did with 50's all right. 50 Cent he looks all right. I think they went a little overboard with the haircut, but overall I think he looks pretty dope. Let's see. But M Bison, yeah, I'm just not feeling that, like I Vega, I like Vega. I do like Vega. He looks pretty dope. Um that other guy, Dan looks like a straight idiot. Like I had to literally look up who some of these characters were. They did Dan, and he's the one with the pink suit. I was like, that's not Dan. If you look at Dan in the game, he's dressed up like like Ryu, and Ken. So, but it's just pink, and I was like, that's not Dan. I don't know, man. And then Jason Momoa as Blanca. Damn, yo, I was like, hell nah. Like, nah, man, he just looked like an orange version of Lobo. I was like, nah, it's just not it. John Cena would have been much better than Cody Rhodes, and The Rock would have been a much better M Bison. Yeah, I agree with you. I really do. Nah, James Gunn wouldn't allow Cena's to be Guile. Yep. Yeah, my girlfriend, she likes that 33 game. Um, James Gunn is no longer using Robin and Batman DCU. He might get Batman character most likely. Knowing James Gunn, I may have been like Snyderverse and the DCU. James Gunn needs to fix things, or else Zack is back. Yeah, Zack is back regardless, but how they're gonna do it, that's the question. And who's going to do it, that's the other question. If it's Netflix, yo, like I said, prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. If the Batman Part 2 does well, it will be game over for Gunn. Yeah, I know for sure that's gonna happen. And this whole thing with Scarlett Johansson, that she's gonna play a female Two Face, yeah, that's new. That's never been done. So we'll see what they're gonna do with that. It's starting to smell a little bit of woke to me. It's like they're pushing an agenda. That's how I see it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Oh yeah, Die Hard. I forgot about that. Light skin, what's up? What's up? Also, it's almost Christmas week. Yeah, yeah, it's almost that time. Have everybody been shopping and getting your gifts and all that stuff? So yeah, Zach wanted Batman versus Superman to be set in the winter with snow like The Dark Knight Rises. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. In my issue 2 of Rebel Defenders, now that we're entering winter, in my story now we're literally entering winter season. So I do have some surprises up in the story. So, like I said, if you read issue 1, you know at the end, spoiler, sorry, but it starts raining and now we're entering winter. In the comic, I'm actually opening and pushing us into that season of winter just to, feel of the moment and stuff like that. So, you guys are going to enjoy it and stuff like that. I can't wait. It'll be out sometime in winter. So, I'm trying to have that hopefully sometime in early 2026. So, it shouldn't be that long. We need a Black Adam Christmas movie special. That would be cool. David Harbour, he should play M. Bison Street Fighter movie. That would be nice also. I'm still from the West Coast. Yeah, you guys in the West Coast get good weather. So, yeah, I'm jealous of that. I've been out there in the West Coast, pretty nice and stuff. Especially when it gets cold out there. Yeah, you guys do get cold out there. Home Alone 1 and 2 are a must watch every Christmas. Nostalgia. Meanwhile, here in Australia, it's super hot. Oh, you guys don't get like winter down there? How hot is it out there? Down here, Florida stays hot, like literally all year round. If it gets cold, probably gets cold for like probably like 2 3 days max. But yeah, it's just too damn hot out here. Did you talk? What did you talk? Zack Snyder from the Instagram? Yes or no? Yeah, I already spoke about that. I did a video on that yesterday. What about Home Alone 3? Damn, Home Alone 3. I don't even remember that movie, honestly. How do you feel about John Cena left WWE smiling and tapping while tapping out? I mean, I remember when John Cena first came into the ring and he started what they're known as jobbers. And he came out with those little blue spandex shorts and stuff like that. And I was like, who's this dude? And it's amazing, seeing him when he first debuted and now seeing him when he's done, he retired. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of sad because it's like damn, like I've seen this dude since day one and now till he's retired. Soon he'll be probably in the Hall of Fame. And damn, life is short, man. Life is short, honestly. Netflix better do the right thing and restore Snyderverse. Yeah, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. Eric, what's up? What's going on? Someone who loves the beach and lives in Chicago, snow is fun for the first day or two. After that, it becomes a drag. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that, and I be seeing videos on YouTube just to see it. Man, it's just too much. Honestly, it's too much when it comes to the snow and stuff. So I feel for y'all. Like I've never been in it, but I can't be in the cold weather too long because I would be impatient just because I'm too tropical. So I gotta tell everybody I'm just too tropical. I'm too used to this Florida weather. Lethal Weapon is my favorite Christmas movie next to Die Hard. Nice, nice, nice. Christmas movie I've not seen in forever. Polar Express. Wow, I haven't heard about Polar Express in damn. It's been literally like a long time. I haven't heard Polar Express in such a long time. Die Hard 2, best Christmas movie of all time is Jingle All the Way. Yeah, yeah, I know people like that also. Let's see. Do you know rumors talk about Scarlett Johansson play Two Face, but not true. She's not Two Face. Two Face is a guy. Yeah, who knows what they're gonna do with that? That's even if that rumor is real. Box Office Mojo counted Iron Man 3 as the highest grossing Christmas movie. I don't. Yeah, you know what? Now that you said that, that is true. Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. And I was just watching it probably like a few days ago. That's why I put that post the other day because I was watching it and I was like, oh, damn, that's true. I forgot about that. I like Iron Man 3. I know a lot of people didn't. I actually like it for what it is. You like Violent Night. That's the one that came out like 2 years ago or something like that, right? Die Hard 1 and 2 are the best Christmas movies. Home Alone Part 1 and 2 are peak Christmas films. Yeah, yeah. I'll give Street Fighter a watch over Supergirl. Big time. Yeah, I agree with you. Despite I am a Supergirl fan. Wow. Yeah, that says a lot. But I understand. I understand. I completely agree with you. DCU Supergirl isn't even a Supergirl movie. It's James Gunn's Supergirl. Not to mention Crypto pissing on Superman's picture in the newspaper. Yeah, that's what James Gunn does. There are trailers that are fire, but the movie can suck. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You know what was a perfect example of that, Raheem? What is it? The most recent shitty movie of 28, whatever the hell that movie's called. The most recent one, that movie was straight garbage. They lied to us in the trailer. They made it seem like, yo, that movie was gonna be like, oh damn, after all these years, I'm still pissed about that movie, honestly. And screw the second film, I'm not watching it. Boneyard, whatever the hell it's called, I'm not watching that. You know, like that. Yeah, they lied to me on the trailer with that one. They took my money. They got me good on that one. They won't get me on the second one. I'm probably gonna be selling the seventh season. Watch that, but even like that, I don't even think I'm gonna waste my time on it. Thoughts on John Cena retiring match? It is what it is. It happens, you know. But I I congratulate John Cena for what he did when he was at WWE. Like I said, I was watching him when he first debuted, and it was sad seeing him that his career he's done with wrestling and stuff. So, but it is what it is. No, it's showbiz. And all the wrestling it affected him. You could see it how he's walking. Like slamming yourself on that back and landing on that mat. That's not healthy. It puts pressure on your back. Your spine, your muscles, your joints, your kidneys, everything, and it's like, man, like you can clearly see it when he's walking, and I feel bad for him. I'm like, dude, he's not that old, and he's already looking like, he's walking like a real old man, but it's because his body's already taken so much damage and stuff, so, but I hope for the best for him, honestly. Yeah, at this point, I love the idea of seeing a Street Fighter movie, and then I'll probably actually enjoy seeing the film. Nice, nice. I had an interview with Andrew Industries yesterday for an electrical engineer role. I'm honestly trying to forget I ever did an interview at all, even though it seemed to go well. Well, hope for the best. Hopefully, you get it. AI can make better movies than DC right now. True, I agree with you. I agree with you. I would say the first Shazam is Christmas movie. Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that, Demencio. Yeah, that's true. Shazam, the first one, it is a Christmas movie. You know what? I might end up rewatching that movie again. I mean, I do have it in the seven, what is it, DVD collection, Blu-ray collection. So, yeah, the second movie is just trash, honestly, but the first one is still enjoyable. Disneyland and World are doing bad for attracting. Yeah, they are. They are. The economy's doing bad right now, and there's so much that people can afford right now, so that's understandable. Yeah, Sergeant, what's up? And we can't even afford popcorn buckets anymore since they cost $80. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you, man. I'd be seeing those popcorn buckets the last time that I went. I think the last buckets that I saw was the ones for Alien. That they were like, like in the stands and stuff. I was like, damn, those things are pretty expensive. So, I mean, yeah, everything has gotten so damn expensive. It's tough. It's really tough. Disney is worrying about Avatar 3 box office. Yeah, they should. They really should. I mean, you got to put out good quality. There's an AMC that's being built in Chicago with a true IMAX screen. I'm pretty excited about that. Nice, nice. The closest IMAX that I have to me, honestly, is probably without traffic, a good 50 minutes away from me. And yeah, that says, and it's the only one in the area around where I live. So yeah, that's I'm not driving 50 minutes just to go watch that. Now they put Zack Snyder's Justice League, then I'll go. But anything else, I'm just like whatever. I'll just watch it regular. And what's great, or if they bring another Michael Bay movie, then hell yeah, I'll go watch it. And that's crazy about streaming. It ended up affecting how cinematic films are written, shot, and edited too. Yeah, that and AI. AI is completely ruining everything. AI has its benefit. There's good to it. But it's really a very powerful, dangerous tool. And streaming is the same. It's very, very powerful, but very, very dangerous because streaming you could do so much and get away with it, and we've seen it. Look at WB when they had the CEO HBO Max. They admitted that they use bots to fake all the views and all these numbers. That's what you could do with streaming. So what makes you say that Netflix wouldn't do the same, or probably Paramount or Comcast with Peacock? So it's kind of dangerous. And so I mean, it is what it is. That's why I'm not excited for Netflix owning WB. Yeah, a lot of us are not. Honestly, I'm just not. I mean, like I said, 50-50, 50-50. Until they give me actions, then I'll be like, all right, now you got my attention. But until then, talk is cheap right now. Mad Max, what's up? What's up? Just here hanging out with y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in always, brother. Even though the media consolidation is just an omen for things to come. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Parody fighter. I can't wait to see somebody do the parody on YouTube about it. That's gonna be hilarious. I love watching those type of videos when they make fun of like trailers and things like that. Van Damme Street Fighter is go. Yeah, Van Damme. man, he was good. He was really good during his time, and he was a good performer, man. He was really, really to really hearing about that. I mean, seeing him. Lately, it's just a game of Hollywood, hot potato with WB's IPs and debt. Previous companies carrying the hot potato was AT&T, and it's Netflix. Yeah, exactly. Passing it around. That's it. They have to do two things. They need to make good movies and keep them in theaters for more than 3 months. Yeah, like how they used to do back in the days. Remember that? There's a video I saw the other day from what is it, WDW, something like that. I'm not sure right now, but I know he was talking about that. He's like, back then, and it's true. Like in the '90s, Jurassic Park came out, Batman came out, Marvel movies came out. Way before the pandemic, and you would have to wait months, especially in the early '90s. Like before what, probably 2002. These movies, you would have to wait months. You couldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna wait it for it to drop on VHS or DVD, or Blu-ray. No, it would take months, and probably like almost a year before you actually got it released, because they were doing so good financially at the box office. So the success of that would make the movie longer. And then in my area, I don't know if some of your theaters, but in my area, back in the days, damn, I saw almost just saying that. But back in my days, like, you would go to these movie theaters and probably like maybe like a few months after, like a long time after a year, you would see like Jurassic Park, and you'd be like, damn, what the hell? And these movies were like $1, $3 to go see them. And everybody would go. Those movie theaters would get packed. But we're talking about a long time ago, like people were going out there and stuff. So it was good. It was good. But I don't know. It's crazy how everything just keeps on changing. Are you interested in the MonsterVerse movies? Hell yeah, hell yeah! I'm looking forward to the next Godzilla and what they're gonna be cooking and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for that. I know they're gonna be bringing Space Godzilla or something like that. So that's pretty cool. That would be nice. Emily as Supergirl, she's worried about box office to bomb. Yeah, a lot of people are scared, and especially these actors and actresses. So Legend of Chung Li is the worst Street Fighter movie. Kristen Krug sucks. Do you like Ryu actor Street Fighter? Hell no. Hell no, that's not Ryu. That's not Ken either. Like that was just terrible casting, honestly. It really is. TBBB T made a joke about Mortal Kombat. Can we play a less sexist game? How is it sexist if she can wield a battle axe as well as any other man? Yeah, I would have made a badass M Bison. I would have hit the gym like crazy. Yeah, yeah. Look, nothing against the actor that's playing M Bison right now for the new Street Fighter. I know he was Polka Dot Man in James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Nah, man. He just nah, man. Nah. Yeah, nah, hell nah. I agree. Street Fighter for '94 looks better than the 2026 version. Bison looks too small in stature, especially compared to the games and Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Yeah, big time. I agree with you. More career went down the drain after Aquaman. Yeah, big time. Big time. Now he's like straight up becoming a comedian. And we saw that too when he did in the last Fast and the Furious 10, Fast 10 or something like that. We clearly see that he was like very like like he was a comedy type of character as a villain and stuff like that. And as a villain, Jason Momoa, nah, he's not convincing. He's not convincing, honestly. And we already seen how like how goofy and silly he was with Minecraft. I didn't watch that movie, but just on the trailer, I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, man, I don't know. Um, Let's see. You should play Expedition 33. I just can't get into those games. I'm not into RPG. Yeah, I just can't. Not my type of games, honestly. I've seen the gameplay with my girl. She plays it and stuff. I'll watch her while she plays and stuff. But again, I just can't get into those type of games. I've never been into like Final Fantasy RPG games. Like I just can't get into them. Where yeah, I just can't. Like I know they made a Mega Man game like that, Command Mission, and as a Mega Man fan, I can't even get into that game. I own it just to have it in my collection, but I just can't play RPGs. I know they made Mario RPG back in the days, and then I think they remade it. I don't know. I just can't get into RPG games. Jason Momoa's physique went down the drain after Aquaman. He started drinking more beer. Yeah, yeah, he really lost it, man. It's like he just said screw it. Then again, he was going through a divorce too, so there's that too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Rumors have it that the Batman 2 may not happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. WTF, Scarlett Johansson as a femme Two Face. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. Jeremy, what's up? Hey, so WB has lost their mind. Yeah, WB lost their mind a long time ago, fortunately. They belong all in Arkham Asylum. Wait, a female Two Face for real? Yeah, yeah, that's what the rumor is going out that Scarlett Johansson might play a female Two Face for the Batman 2. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. I'm done. Sounds to me like that's works of James Gunn. What are they going to call her? Karen Den? That would be funny. That would be. I'm probably not gonna celebrate Christmas this year. Shit's gotten worse at home, so I almost is just stay busy with your hustle instead of relaxing like everyone else. Hey, do what you gotta do, brother. I feel you. Sometimes you gotta do what's necessary. As long as you enjoy yourself, screw everything else. Straight up, enjoy yourself. This applies to everybody. Enjoy yourself, however you want to enjoy yourself, whatever it is. If you want to go out, you want to stay in, you want to spend, don't want to spend, whatever makes you happy, do it. That's what counts, making you happy, period. That's what it's all about. Or just find a quiet place to sleep. Yo, more power to you. So everybody has their own enjoyment. All I could do is respect that. So you have to do what you got to do for yourself, my friend. I have a surprise ready. He sus. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Nice. Avenger Doomsday will come tomorrow soon. Yeah, yeah. It's they're gonna release it soon because of Avatar or something like that. I did see the trailer for the Captain America version and the one for Thor. They're supposed to be four. I only saw two. They took them down fast, and I did see. I guess the trailer for Spider Man that got pulled down quick too. So it's still out there. Yeah, on Twitter you find all this crap. So, but they pull them down quick. So I know it's gonna come back up. Avengers Doomsday will suck. Nah, I don't think so. I respect that, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna suck, honestly. I'm from Chicago. You hate having to deal with this sometimes. Like what, the snow and stuff, the weather. Batman the Dark Prince Charming is a good Christmas story. All right, nice, nice. Saw a YouTube post that apparently somehow Chris Evans, Steve Rogers returned. Yeah, that's the trailer that I saw. I don't want to tell y'all because I don't want to spoil it for some of y'all. So I didn't care. I love to see spoilers because I like to see what the hell to expect. You get what I'm saying? Like if I would have known exactly what this piece of shit movie of 28, that's how pissed I am with that movie. Freaking movie robbed me, honestly. Like that's the worst movie of 2028. I mean 2025. Look at me getting into 2028. Yo, like honestly, like that I'm look, I'm starting to get fired up. But that 28 movie, 28 years, whatever the hell it's called, was that shit was even worse than Superman. Damn, I had to say that. That movie was such a disappointment. That movie was shit. That shit was bad as Superman, if not worse. Damn, like honestly, I'm being real with y'all. Like, fuck, that movie was garbage. There's a great Batman. I mean, there's a great Christmas film starring Ben Affleck called Reindeer Games. It's pretty good with a great plot twist. Nice, nice. I think Scarlett is going to be part of the Court of Owls. That would be interesting. Any movie Shane Black writes or directs always have a Christmas theme to them. When you see your girl, you mean daughter or girlfriend? My girlfriend. No, no, I don't have no kids. I mean my girlfriend. Yeah, I thought Iron Man 3 was mid. The Mandarin bait and switch was a middle finger, honestly. Yeah, that I didn't like how they did that. And Tony's PTSD is overly simplified. But other than that, it's solid in exploring who Tony is without Iron Man. Yeah, I actually loved it. I loved it. And even the PTSD, like it's Iron Man. I mean, the dude has been literally through the Avengers in New York. Like he even said it. Like there's portals and dimensions opening, flying. All these. It's weird. It's like what the hell. Like any normal person would be like, "Yo, what the hell?" Like that's trauma on its own. So I feel that. But the Mandarin, yo, when I first saw him, I was like, damn, this dude, he's a big threat. You get what I'm saying? I was like, damn, they're working something good. And then at the end, I was like, what the hell is this? Like here they go with their stupidity. It had potential, but they just ruined it. If Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars flops, I'm done with the MCU. No more chances and no more time wasted. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. You've been done with the MCU for a while. Yeah, a lot of people have. Nowadays, the MCU just exists for the sake of existing. Yeah, yep, yeah. I agree with you, but I'm telling you straight up. I think Marvel is back, man. After I saw that leak, I was like, yeah, these people are working. They're working behind scenes. They're doing it right. Like, I mean, Disney. Um, let's see, especially CA. What is it? BMW, Hulk villains. Oh, Captain America, Brand New World, Hulk villains in a Captain America movie. Yeah, I just don't get it honestly. Bradley, the DC and Marvel fan. What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining us. Let's see. COVID aside too. Yeah, COVID ruined a lot of things. Um, let's see. Let's see. All right, $80 for popcorn buckets. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, there's some places. Believe it or not, there's some expensive places. Yeah, depends what area you're in. Hey, do you think Netflix will make DC great again, or just continue a downfall? Right now, like I said, 50-50. Like I hope that they prove us wrong and they actually do what's right. But if they're already coming out with their bullshit with the ads right now, including, Justice League, the Batman with Zack Snyder's Justice League, yo, you can't have both of them. Honestly, you cannot advertise Justice League along next to Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's one or the other. Which one of the two you want to go with? Make up your damn mind. You just can't have both, honestly. And especially for what we're doing, fighting for the Snyderverse, I'm not supporting that. I'm just not. Netflix kind of screwed up with that, and whoever did the marketing, they should have just picked one or the other. And then that right there tells you, which one of the two where they stand at. Honestly, that's how I see it. They could have just proved us wrong, and do otherwise. But yeah, it is what it is. Theater food is overpriced. You're better off pre-gaming and eating before the movie. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I always load up before I watch a movie, and so I can't be sitting there too long without like eating something, because it's just you never know how the movie's gonna be. Honestly, I bring my own snacks. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do it. AI is oversaturating the market in big time. I agree with you. I agree with you. What do you think of Film Junkie? He's a sellout. Bro is a big time show. Yeah, he sold out a long time ago. He sold out big time, long time ago. Not just overnight. Dude, I used to watch him. I used to be heavy watching the Film Junkie, the Truth 31 before he switched over to James Gunn's DCU. Ping Pong Flicks, they were hard when it came to the Snyderverse movement, but once things changed, they completely just jumped off the bandwagon. So it is what it is. But I've been here holding it still, and me, Strong Arm Flicks, some other ones that are still out there and stuff like that. But from the OG ones, yeah, like we're still here. I miss the '90s Friday nights. Yeah, TGIF, Blockbuster, ordering pizza and going to the movies. Damn, I miss the '90s. Yeah, you had to be there to understand exactly what you're talking about, and I agree with you, man. I really do. Going to Blockbuster on a Friday night, trying to check out a game or trying to check out a movie, and you're like, damn, I gotta wait because somebody else checked it out. Yeah, man. Oh man, that was amazing. The '90s was awesome. It really was. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Let's see. I remember my first Star Wars movie you saw in theaters. Revenge of the Sith. You had seen 1, 2, 4, 5 on 4, 5, and 6 on DVD months prior. An episode I'll try to get to this day is a blast. Episode 3 to this day is a blast. Nice, nice. I'm a little bit worried when Netflix buying the Warner Brothers. Yeah, same as I told you before. If Netflix purchase WB doesn't work, then Comcast is gonna get them. I hope so. I really hope so. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So do I believe the Netflix will give us what we want? We shall see. I'm still hopeful that Zach will eventually share something with us. He knows something, I'm sure. Restore Snyderverse. Yeah, yeah. I think he does. And he's probably like us, like, hey, what's gonna happen? Regardless, Zach is still interested. He's putting up these posts and he's putting them more often now. So that's even better. That's what I'm telling you. Like, he's trying to tell us, yo, keep on fighting. Whether it sells or whatever the hell happens, just keep on pushing. That's all. That's how I see it. Until Zach doesn't say officially, hey, we're back and it's restored, or whatever's gonna come, then until then, talk is cheap. Honestly. Do you think Jeremy Johns have no time to talk about trade or YouTube because he has a wife and kids and job and busy? He probably is busy and stuff like that, but or probably taking a break. I don't know. I haven't seen his videos lately, but I'm not sure he's taking a break right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes YouTube is exhausting. It's exhausting. Like, I'm a small YouTube channel, And there's days I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. If you see that I don't upload like in 2 or 3 days, it's probably because I can't, or probably I'm exhausted. Probably I can't come up with nothing to talk about. Probably there's nothing to talk about, or at least interesting. Because I tend to talk about something that's really interesting and stuff like that. And sometimes I won't even get the views just because the algorithm, or probably people are not interested in seeing those videos. I mean, it is what it is. Just YouTube's algorithm could be funny sometimes. Like today they push it and then tomorrow they don't. So I don't know. I don't know. Whoever's behind YouTube, I guess, like with the accounts, I don't know, honestly. I'm still somewhat hopeful for the Snyderverse. Same here, being restored because we had Hugh return as Wolverine with Ryan Reynolds. As a producer, we're getting Spaceballs 2 and Beetlejuice sequels, etc. Yeah, that's true. Hope. That's all we have to have. The old days were more simple. Yeah. And it's not about nostalgia. It's just, you're right, Gotham Knight. It's about that they were more simple. I don't know what it was. It was just things were more easy. Things were more easy. Today, everything is social media, selfies, people taking pictures. Like, I don't know. I don't know what today is on. Like, and it's just moving too fast. Things trend for a little bit and then they move on to the next thing. And the same thing happens with YouTube channels. Today you're hot, tomorrow you're not. It's happened to me. There's days that my channel is like, it's on fire. It's like, yo, this shit is going, it's good, views, subscribers. And then there's days like, yo, what the hell is happening? So it is what it is. It happens, it happens. Before the dark times, before the corporate takeover. That's the problem. Corporate takeovers. That's what it is. It's all corporate takeovers. That Street Fighter looks like a parody movie. Yeah, big time. What favorite Kong movie? Year King Kong 2005 or 2017? Skull Island. Skull Island was a good movie. I'm not too much of a Kong fan. I'm more of a Godzilla fan. But the 2000, I think it was 2005, Skull Island, that was a good movie. I like how they start setting up the whole, universe for the MonsterVerse and stuff. That's like the only thing WB is actually consistent with, like the MonsterVerse. It's like that's the only one thing they haven't screwed up yet. A young producer named Kathleen Kennedy, who was a friend of Lucas till she turned evil and helped the mouse destroy Star Wars brand. Yeah, she betrayed Lucas. Now Star Wars is all about Dead on Arrival. Yeah, Polka Dot Who? Yeah, Jurassic Park was so far that it skipped cable and went to network a year later. Bison is going to be a comedic. You can tell. Yeah, like an '05 Better Kong movie. It was better. We need a Mecha King Ghidorah. Yeah, that would be dope. Are you watching Fast and Furious next year? Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Godzilla King of the Monsters was badass. Hell yeah, big time. Do you like character action games? Yeah, I like character action type games. Do you like hack and slash? Not too much. I'm not really like slash type of films. Horror? Not really. Not never been my type of movies and stuff. And if it's horror, I'm very picky when it comes to like horror films. I'm not really like a real big fan of horror. It just has to get my attention. Like I'm very very picky. Like even the algorithm from whatever wouldn't even know how to target me just because they wouldn't even know exactly what I'm really into. Like when it comes to that genre. But if you already did your 2020, what is it, 2025 YouTube recap, like my main top three was it like comic book movies, mainly movies, and like video games and anime. That was my top three that I was like really onto this year and stuff. It was pretty interesting. So like they know your algorithm, what you watch and what you don't like and stuff like that. Peter Jackson should do Green Lanterns. I can see Peter Jackson doing Wonder Woman and the Amazons. Um, P Hub game coming out 2026. Hell nah. That's hilarious, man. My girl plays it. You be watching her play it. Not for you though. Yeah. That game 33. Jason was Aquaman, made $1 billion, and he listened to The Sims. Out here to play Lobo, just a film that never sniffed $1 billion. Yeah. Do you think Sonic 4 will be in the works? Yeah, they're working on it already. Supposedly it's gonna come out in 27 or something like that. Have you seen Starship Troopers coming out in 97? Yeah, it's a good movie. Starship Troopers, the first one, a very classic movie. Very, very entertaining. I really like the first one. Did you hear Brad Pitt joining the Batman 2? Yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. I'm not worried about them Sonic movies failing. I bet Jason Momoa is just playing himself as Lobo and what Sid Girl. Momoa's Law will be just like Momoa in makeup. Pretty much, yeah. With the freaking what is it? The half of tobacco that he's smoking and stuff like that. Brad Pitt turned down the Batman. Okay, damn, wow, yeah. I didn't know you had a girlfriend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been with my girl for a while. It's better die cool than alive than uncool, as Don Johnson said. Yeah, yeah, big time. Um, what is it? What is it? All right, James Gunn said Batman is boring. Yeah, now he's saying he's boring. So, what can we expect? That's James Gunn. That's James Gunn. Yeah, he's the one leading DC Studios, right? Make it make sense. Bring back masculinity and superhero movies. Yeah, bring that back and bring back sexy women also in these movies. You know, like I'm tired of seeing how they try to push and promote all these you know, I don't want to be politically correct if you want to say, but I hate how they try pushing agendas of unhealthy type of bodies and promoting it like that's a normal thing. Enough with that. Like I'm just sick and tired of seeing it for both angles. You know, like I'm just tired of all that. Honestly, they tease Amy, so I want the fourth one. Yeah, she's gonna be in the next one. Um, Matt Reeves' Batman had nice cinematography, but it's the best, the best sleep you ever had. Yeah, that movie makes me fall asleep. I agree with you, Mad Max. The Batman too. I mean, the Batman, boring ass movie, just boring, man. Honestly, I don't know why it's so divisive when it comes to Doomsday. You have Snyder fans who are excited, and you have gun shoes who are, and I have gun shoes who aren't, and even other Snyder fans who aren't. Yeah, that's just, it's every fandom, you know. 28 years later was already shit than the Fantastic Four steps. Yeah, 28 years later. Screw that movie, honestly. They're not getting my money for the second one. Why are they still casting Aaron Taylor Johnson? Because the Russos are the Zack Snyder of Marvel. Doomsday is literally gonna destroy Gunn. Yeah, big time, big time. Iron Man 3 is better than 2. Who agrees? Oh, hold on, Bradley. I like Iron Man 2 more than 3 just because they had War Machine and that War Machine was a badass, honestly. That's just how I feel. Iron Man 2 to me is better than 3. I like 1 and 2 more than 3, but they are all 3 good. I do like them. But I did like and preferred War Machine from the second film. He was much more I don't know, he just looked much more intimidating. Picture a revamped MCU like Iron Man 3 fights the actual Mandarin villain. That would be dope. And it becomes a live experience for when he fights Thanos. That would be nice. They really would. No, the Mandarin, no Fang Fu. Either which kind of sucks. Shaking my damn head. Marvel, why? Yeah. Civil War should be a major title. Marvel's Civil War, not a Cap movie. And it opens the door for another Hulk film. Ross starts the Thunderbolts, a Black Widow movie, etc. Yeah, yeah, they should have. That sounds good. I wish they didn't neutered Iron Man 2 once Disney got involved. Disney screws everything, honestly. They really do. They really, really do. Make big IP films, superheroes great again. Yeah, Street Fighter will flop. The movie, what is it? Chess costumes, that's not good. Phil and Junkie is another James Gunn ass kisser. Yeah, big time. Mita Ciez, they switched up quick. With Robert Storms, he's another shield too. Don't like Michael Bay TMNT. He likes Seth Rogen's That Sucks. Yeah, Robert Storms. I used to watch him when he was like a small YouTube channel. He's another shill. He's a big shill also. Like I haven't watched his stuff in years. Like I don't even get videos for him just because I haven't watched them in years. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised when now all of a sudden the algorithm just starts throwing me, his videos and stuff. If Netflix dares to put Justice League next to Justice League on their streaming service, they will learn what the fans really mean when we say restore the Snyderverse. Yeah, yeah, big time, big time. The worst is not just Film Junkie, but that woman for whom he will not name on her YouTube channel is still going. Not sure what that's about, but okay. Bro, fire. Friday Night Plugs, Blockbuster, Pizza Hut. Yeah. Grace Randolph. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, they don't like Grace Randolph. Wonder Woman will not in Superman sequel. James Gunn is just a rumor. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rumors that are just coming out right now. All right, I'm almost catching up. So even Samuel Jackson opened admittedly about his role of Nick Fury being included, just to get the plot rolling and doll out exposition. James Gunn doesn't care about Matt Reeves' Batman 2. Nope, hell no, he doesn't. Iron Man 2 was based off Demon in the Bottle, but Disney said no. Oh, damn. Interesting. Let's see. See, as I mentioned in the previous stream, most people don't watch animation or read comics. That's true. I remember that. So that's why live action superhero films need to have some grounded in reality. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. To attract wider audiences. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now I'm pissed that this isn't an what iconic Iron Man comic. Let's see. Yeah, Disney feared that soccer moms would not take their kids to see Iron Man. As usual, Disney. Louis Ren, he should not play Ryu Street Fighter. He's from Mortal Kombat actor. Yeah, they even got the girl from I think it was the last Mortal Kombat that played. I think it was not Kitana or Melina, the other girl, the one that got Kung Lao in half. She's playing Cammy in the new one, so in that Street Fighter. So, yeah, that's that I don't know, man. I really don't know. I want to see a Street Fighter movie, but I'm not really like excited for it. But I do want to check it out just to see what it's gonna be, about. Remember Paramount released Iron Man 1. Yeah, I was just about to say that. They released also Iron Man 3. I noticed that when I was rewatching it the other day. I was like, damn, that opening, that's Paramount. I was like, things were better back then, till Disney stepped in and ruined everything as always. That's just what Disney does. Have you seen Fist of the North Star, the animated movie? No, I haven't. It's on YouTube and it's pretty amazing. No, I have not, honestly. Um, what is it? Tony is often portrayed as being a billionaire genius playboy with substance abuse problems, but Robert Downey did with the character on screen. They've become inseparable now. Yeah, yeah, they really are. Also, it's not going to surprise me if Momoa returns to Aquaman after Supergirl fails at the box office. Yeah, and then he's gonna want to come back, right? Yep, yep. I wouldn't be surprised. WB and Disney are two worst studios by a landslide. Yeah, yeah, they are. Typical corporate, greedy corporations. That's what they are. But again, That's why I don't know. I don't know, man. This whole showbiz it's a mess completely. It's a mess completely. WB and Disney, yeah, they're the worst. Paramount distributed and released Phase 1 of MCU and Iron Man 3 and Thor 2. Paramount also released The Avengers 2012. Wow, I didn't know that. Henry Cavill is iconic Superman right now. Yeah, big time. That's our Superman, and he's going to remain Superman for a good while, honestly. Because whatever the hell James Gunn has been doing, it's been a disaster to the character of Superman. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's just again, it's just a mess. Typical Hollywood. They continue to keep this mess up, and instead of fixing things, they just make things a lot worse than what it is and stuff like that. But it is what it is. What can we do? All we got to do is just keep on, keeping an eye on what's going out with the entertainment side. It's pretty wild. Like what shocks me the most, and still staying on topic but switching topic, is like now that we're talking about Paramount for a moment, real quick, it's like Paramount used to put out good movies. Lately they've been dropping the ball. And it's like they have all these IPs, especially Transformers. It's like, yo, what the hell are y'all doing with Transformers? Literally nothing, nothing. And we're about to enter 2026, all right? 27, 28, 29. I think before 2030, I think it's by 2029, they literally have about 3 to 4 years to get their shit together with the Transformers IP brand when it comes to the live action or whatever the hell they're gonna do. If not, they're gonna lose the rights to it, and that's their own thing. But that's what the showbiz is. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, what's gonna come from this and stuff. Goofy as fuck Schumacher. That audiences hated him, but the franchise died. Yeah, Batman franchise died. Yeah, David Cornsweet is now our Superman. Accepted. Oh hell nah. Raheem, you really like James Gunn Superman? Man, man, that's just not it, honestly. Do you know Johnny don't talk about Zack Snyder fan? Yeah, that dude's always talking about me. That guy, yeah, I don't even care, honestly. Like I said, Johnny who? Freaking bozo. Superman Idol was a thing, then David Cornsweet is the automatic no for all judges, and those judges would be all other live action Superman. Seems like everything John Favreau does, greedy, arrogant producers step in to ruin it for him. Yeah, that's how it is. Typical corporate that they love to play games. Who would you want Snyder Superman to pass the torch to someone new who could join the team, but from Superman family, yeah, pass it to somebody new. You know, that would be introduced within that universe, but just pass it over to somebody, whoever he wants to recast, to be, to continue the role of Superman. That would be amazing, honestly. Restore Snyderverse, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, John. He was the first person to create the MCU. Yeah, he actually created something good. He did the same thing with what was it? Mandalorian. I think he did the first season or something like that. So yeah, it was onto something. But then Disney always has to step in and screw things up. Cornball Sweat is already forgotten as Superman. Yeah. Corn Sweat doesn't have the presence. Nope. Hell no, he doesn't. I agree with you. David Corn Sweat will be leaving in 2027. Hopefully sooner than that. I want to see Justice League 3, Superman do the iconic Zod punch the Darkseid up in the sky. Then, as Darkseid fires Omega beams, Superman fires his heat beams, and screams, flying at him like against world. Yeah, that would be cool. Here's how you rank the solo films. John should have been in charge of the whole MCU, not Kevin Feige. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Do you think Superman's dog, Zach Meyer, should look like a wolf? No, man, not like a wolf. What is it? Man of Steel. Let's see, Superman. What is it? TM and also Superman 2, Superman 2005, 2025, Superman 3 over Superman 4. It's a lot of Superman. DCU Supergirl looks like Sid from Toy Story. Yeah, yeah, I've seen the memes about that. That's freaking funny. He was joking about David being Superman. Okay, okay. I was like, what? I was like, that was a whole 360. I was like, man, I'm so confused. We missed out on Darkseid versus Superman for Crypto pissing on Superman's image. Yeah, but we had to keep on fighting so we can see that, and eventually we're gonna get it. I can't wait to see that soon, honestly. This whole DCU is gonna end very, very soon. Even when Man of Steel and the Donner films are way better than hold on, than the last three. Justice League 3 will be one of my favorite Justice League movies. Yeah, yeah. Superman going, what? What the hey, dude? Yeah. Dave Bautista will not play Brainiac. Nope. James Gunn debunked it. Yeah, he did. He did say that. Darkseid versus Superman is $1 billion movie. Box office. Yeah, yeah, big time. I agree with you. I'd rather Benedict Cumberbatch play Brainiac. Yeah, I think so. I think that would be good. Um, Y'all guys don't sleep on Joe Schumacher. He's a great film director. A Time to Kill, Phone Booth, Falling Down, The Lost Boys, The Client, and Batman Forever. Yo, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Yo, even though they're cheesy, I still enjoy those films, man. Like, yeah, I really do. I really do. They're a lot better than what the hell James Gunn's doing on right now, honestly. And we're talking about a lot of years of differences, honestly. I'll fill the bottle with hot water to continue mopping the floor. Gunn and Saffron need to get the hell out of here already. Plus, I feel like Netflix is going to get rid of him. Restore Snyderverse. I hope so. I really do. Billy Knight as Ra's al Ghul. I'm tired of Ra's al Ghul. I don't want to see no more Ra's al Ghul. I hope they actually cause correcting with Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Bye bye, woke garbage. Yeah. Restore the Batman Forever cut. Can someone explain what kindness is punk rock mean? I don't know. It's just something James Gunn came up with. I think he just wants to sound like he's still young, but he needs to accept that he's straight up. Let's be real. James Gunn's just a geriatric director. Yo, James Gunn thinks he's still 20 years old, man. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. You think he's still a rock star. Schumacher's better than Nolan and Reeves. Yeah, big time. The actual way to watch Reeves Superman movies is 1, 2, Donner Cut, Superman Returns, Supergirl 84, Superman 3, and 4 don't exist in your opinion. Joe Schumacher film you ever saw was Phone Booth 2002, starring Colin Farrell, Forrest, and Katie Holmes. Emily Supergirl, she's just sad. Makes her fun, her mean. I think about Batman and Robin forever. Joe Schumacher had screwed hard. Sex Pistols weren't kind. Guns Goons don't even show kindness. They don't even know what kindness is, honestly. James Gunn Glazers are straight up the worst, man. They are. They really are. Not all of them, but probably met like two or three that are pretty decent. But for the majority, man, damn, man, they straight up messed up. I forgot about Returns. Returns is better than 2025. James Gunn literally disrespected punk rock. This is coming from a pro metalhead and punk guy, and real metal and punk guys would beat up James Gunn for that. Good, you pointed that. James Gunn needs to admit he's an old fart. Yeah, James Gunn needs to straight up act his age, man. He's ridiculous. He's like these old women you see like in their 60s and 70s and trying to pretend like they're still 25. That's James Gunn, a complete clown, ridiculous. Just accept it, dude. Accept it. He should be at least grateful he has a baddie next to him. His wife, she's a baddie, but it's like we know she's only with him because of the credit, if you want to say. Trying to milk the well, I'm with this director. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Avengers, Doomsday, and Avengers: Secret Wars are the last chance for the MCU to be back to basics. Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, I saw that leaked trailer for Brand New Day from Spider-Man. I'm telling you right now, when they put that out, you guys are gonna be like, "Damn, see, as you weren't lying. That thing was good. Watch, you're gonna see. If you seen the leak already, yo, I'm telling you, damn, that thing was nice. I was like, damn, I think it's probably like I think it's less than a minute or something like that. But I was like, damn, that thing looks good. Like it was a really quick trailer. So I think they're gonna put that out during Avatar also. They're gonna start soon the marketing for it. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace is 100 times better than James Gunn's Superman. Everything is better than James Gunn's Superman. I get kindness is the counterculture to how the world is today, but the fact is that it had to be explicitly told without any subtly is what ticks me off. Show, don't tell. Bro, Jordy's Corners even got a James Gunn. Hell nah. A lot of people are selling out. See y'all next time. Gotta go. All right. Peace. Do you think Clayface will movie come out next year? Yeah, it's supposed to come out sometime next year because the movie I think is coming out. I think it comes out next year during October or something like that. James Gunn is a loser, big time. Gunn is a Mad Max. All right, Dios. Gunn's marriage is nowhere near. Christopher Nolan and Emma Thomas and Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder. Yeah, big time, big time. I can't wait to see Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom. He's gonna be brutal. I'm starting to think that Doctor Doom. I'm not sure if it's real or not. There's a video out there too that was floating. I haven't seen it. I tried clicking on the link and it's gone. So that shows that probably it was real. But I think he's a clone. So I'm sorry if I spoiled it, but yeah, I think he's a clone. I'm telling you, that's what I saw in that video. James Gunn doesn't care. Helping James Gunn. I mean Zack Snyder. Yeah, he doesn't. The fact that Nolan and Snyder let their wives consistently be executive producers for almost all their films, that's real love right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, big time, big time. James Gunn needs to retire from filmmaking and work at KFC. He looks like the Colonel. Um, James Gunn needs to go to prison, big time. The only time I'm getting impatient for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Yeah, we should be hearing something about that soon. People will be confused watching a trailer from Clayface about Matt Reeves' universe. Yeah, I will see what's gonna come with that. It is what it is, my friends. But yeah, so we'll see about that. With that being said, I'm about to get going. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, my friends.